90-Day Fiancé, what are Elizabeth and Andrei doing now? Elizabeth Potthast and Andrei Castravet's marriage met a huge stumbling block on a trip to Moldova on 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after. The pair, who had been married for 8 years, fought when Andrei informed friends and relatives that they were relocating to Moldova without first informing Elizabeth. Even worse, he made the revelation in Romanian, so she had no idea it was occurring until it was too late. The embarrassing occasion caused yet another argument over their long-standing communication challenges. 90-Day Fiancé fans have followed Elizabeth and Andrei's journey from the K-1 visa days to their family life in America. Their plot now revolves around whether or not they will pack up and go permanently, as well as how they will navigate life in two cultures. What is going on in 90-Day Fiancé's Elizabeth and Andrei's lives? Andrei organized an elaborate celebration similar to their previous wedding festivities in his homeland. He believed Elizabeth supported their permanent move when he addressed the crowd. Speaking in Romanian, Andrei told family and friends about their relocation plans while Elizabeth stood beside him, completely unaware of his words. "I'm not fluent in Romanian yet. I'm very limited in my vocabulary, so some things get lost in translation. And this is actually one of those moments," Elizabeth explained in a confessional. She admitted feeling embarrassed by the situation. "I feel kind of stupid because I don't know what's going on." The evening concluded with an expensive fireworks display celebrating their supposed move. Elizabeth remained confused throughout the entire event. Her reaction revealed the depth of their miscommunication when she admitted to not knowing what she's doing. Before traveling to Moldova, Elizabeth discussed relocation possibilities with fellow cast members Loren Brovarnik and Fiancé. Both women expressed serious doubts about the plan. Yara's response was particularly direct, asking, "Why the F*** would you move to Moldova?" Her question reflected concerns about global circumstances and practical considerations. Elizabeth defended their exploration of options, emphasizing they hadn't rushed into any decisions. She mentioned researching schools for their children and investigating career opportunities. Some 90-Day Fiancé viewers question whether this storyline represents genuine plans or manufactured drama for television purposes. The couple currently maintains their primary residence in Florida, where they own substantial property. According to The Sun, they purchased land in Zephyr Hills for $397,900 in 2021. They built a 2-story home featuring 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms on the property. This investment suggests their American roots remain strong despite Moldova discussions. Elizabeth's complaints about sharing one bathroom with 6 people during their trip seemed disconnected from their comfortable Florida lifestyle. What's next for the couple? The Moldova incident exposed fundamental communication problems within their marriage. While Andrei believed they had reached an agreement, Elizabeth's reaction indicated otherwise. Their different perspectives on decision-making processes could impact future planning. The language barrier continues creating obstacles during important conversations. Whether they pursue relocation or remain in Florida depends on resolving these underlying issues. Their Florida property investment suggests America remains their likely long-term base. The 90-Day Fiancé couple must address communication patterns and decision-making approaches to move forward successfully, regardless of geography. 90-Day Fiancé, Loren and Elizabeth ended their friendship after Andrei drama. What really happened? Loren Brovarnik and Elizabeth have been friends for quite some time. The former and her husband, Alexei, invited a few of their co-stars to their housewarming party in Florida on Happily Ever After Season 8. The 90-Day Fiancé stars wanted a great time with their friends, Andrei and Libby, and Yara and Jovi. However, things took an unexpected turn, and the celebration turned into a screaming match more dramatic than that tell-all. Andrei had an explosive showdown with Loren and her best friend, Noga, at the party. Libby tried to defuse the tension and not create a scene. But she hinted that her friend had overstepped her boundaries. Fans were curious to know if the duo would remain friends after all the drama. What led to the fallout? Are they no longer good friends? 90-Day Fiancé, Elizabeth frustrated over Loren's interference in her marriage. 90-Day Fiancé stars Elizabeth and Loren were happy to reunite on Season 8 for the housewarming party. The former discussed her fears and concerns before her trip to Moldova. She wasn't happy to move to her husband's native country. Yara Zaya also felt it was a bad idea, but tried to stay neutral and encourage her friend to give it a thought. However, Loren wanted to be honest with Libby about the whole situation. She made it clear that she didn't want her friend to move to the country. Elizabeth finally accepted that she was happy that her friend apologized for everything. Still, she wanted to talk to Loren about having boundaries once she returns to America. The TLC star didn't like the way the latter was overstepping boundaries and interfering in her personal choices. 90-Day Fiancé, where does Elizabeth and Loren's friendship stand? Elizabeth Potthast and Andrei Castravet are among some of the most successful couples on the show. The latter has always been popular for his loud mouth and problematic personality. He sparked a controversy when he gave Libby an ultimatum at Loren and Alexei's party. The 90-Day Fiancé star was just trying to convince his wife to relocate to Moldova with their kids. However, Alexei, Loren, Jovi, and Yara tried to make Andrei understand that his wife won't be happy in the country. Soon, the conversation turned into an explosive drama between Castravet and Loren. The latter's friend, Noga, also intervened and called him an disastrous hole. She called him out for his misogynistic attitude and left the party. Loren apologized later on her friend's behalf to make things easy between them, but it was too late. So, fans are curious to find out how the drama affected Libby and Loren's friendship. The latter didn't want to lose her friend at any cost, and her intentions were pure. Unfortunately, the co-stars no longer follow each other on Instagram. Libby still follows Yara and interacts with her online. However, she no longer follows Loren. Hence, 90-Day Fiancé fans believe things may not be good between the two. The TLC stars might have stopped interacting after all the beef and miscommunication. 90-Day Fiancé's Liz Woods announces major health updates after revealing she has stomach cancer. Liz Woods from 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, revealed how she is doing now since announcing her stomach cancer diagnosis. Liz began her 90-Day Fiancé journey as Big Ed Brown's girlfriend in the Single Life Season 1. Liz and Big Ed were controversial for splitting up and getting back together 19 times. They finally parted ways when Big Ed called off his wedding to Liz. She moved on and began dating Jason Zuniga. However, even Liz and Jason split up within months of making things official. Now she is keeping her new dating life under wraps. Liz's update about having cancer worried her fans, who have since been waiting for more details about her health. She's finally opening up about how she is doing now. "I get so tired easily these days now," Liz wrote in an Instagram story caption showing her going hiking with her dog, Lucy. She added that Lucy is the one who keeps her going despite the tiredness. Liz had filmed herself taking Lucy on her first hike, and she could hear her pet telling her, "Let's go, you got this." In a different story, Liz revealed that her dog used to live on the streets before she took her home. Meanwhile, Liz added that she had successfully gained 10 pounds after dropping down to 105 pounds. What Liz Wood's exhaustion and weight gain mean amid health issues? What really happened to Liz? Liz started dropping weight rapidly in early 2024. She had ended her relationship with Big Ed the previous year and happily documented her weight loss on social media. When fans asked her about it, Liz spoke about how she'd stopped taking antidepressants, which had made her gain weight. She had regained her original weight, which was how she looked before she met Big Ed. When her co-stars asked her about her weight loss on 90-Day Fiancé, Liz joked she had lost 230 pounds, poking fun at her leaving Big Ed by December 2024. Fans noticed that Liz looked noticeably thinner. When asked again about her health, she finally shared that she had been diagnosed with cancer and was undergoing chemotherapy. She later confirmed that it was stomach cancer. In May 2025, Liz admitted it had been a long and exhausting year and that she still felt extremely fatigued. It seems she hasn't fully regained her strength yet, but she's been actively working on rebuilding her endurance through regular workouts. She recently thanked Lucy for joining her on her first endurance training session. Our take on Liz Wood's latest health update. Liz moves on from heartbreak and health struggles. Liz has hit the reset button on her life following a challenging 2024. From being diagnosed with cancer to watching what seemed like a beautiful and promising relationship with Jason fall apart, she's been through a lot. Step by step, Liz is working to regain her health and endurance, surrounded by supportive friends and fans who have stood by her. She's also hinted at a new man in her life, though this time she seems likely to keep things private, unlike her public introduction of Jason on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, 90 Day Fiancé. Did Elizabeth Potthast and Andrei Castravet move to Moldova with their children? The social media updates by Elizabeth Potthast and Andrei Castravet from 90 Day Fiancé show if they followed through on their plan to move to Moldova with their 2 children. Elizabeth and Andrei initially met on a dating app in Dublin, Ireland. After a few dates, they decided to commit to a life together, and Elizabeth filed for Andrei's K-1 visa, allowing him to come to the United States. The couple tied the knot during 90 Day Fiancé Season 5 and, over the years, welcomed their 2 children named Eleanor, 5, and Winston, 2. Elizabeth and Andrei have been together for over 7 years and have faced numerous challenges in their relationship. When Andrei first moved to the United States, Elizabeth's family was suspicious of his motives, believing he didn't have the right intentions for marrying her. Their suspicions were heightened when Andrei decided to stay at home and let Elizabeth work. Additionally, Andrei's request for a $100,000 loan from his father-in-law, Chuck Potthast, made him seem like a gold digger. His anger issues also give others the impression that he is a villain in his storyline with Elizabeth. Andrei moved from Moldova to Ireland. Andrei worked as a bouncer Dublin. During the show, Elizabeth's family inquired about Andrei's background and the actual reason for his move to Ireland. When they probed further, he admitted that he had previously been a police officer in Moldova. However, he was forced out of the police force due to what he described as corruption and the need to comply with unethical orders from his superiors. In order to protect himself from potentially being framed, Andrei chose to leave his home country, Moldova, and start afresh in Ireland. When he matched with Elizabeth on a dating app, he was employed as a bouncer in Dublin. In 90 Day Diary Season 6, Andrei and Elizabeth are considering relocating to Moldova with their 2 children. However, many fans don't think they should make this move. A Redditor, at I Like Em Naked, discussed the couple's relocation plans, stating, "Seriously? Moving to Moldova," and suggesting that the United States is much safer than Eastern Europe. Other Redditors agreed with this sentiment in the comments. Some even speculated that Andrei and Elizabeth were fabricating the story to continue appearing on TV. Fake storyline for a check and have a topic for the season. A few viewers also talked about the political climate and future of Moldova. A Redditor wrote, "If Russia succeeds in taking political control of Ukraine through unprovoked war, their next stop is going to be, guess? Moldova." Another commenter stated, "Moldova while Russia is still bombing Ukraine? And her dad doesn't bring that up?" Fans expressed concerns and hoped that Andrei and Elizabeth wouldn't relocate to Moldova. One person even suggested that the couple was intentionally suggesting a move to make Elizabeth's father feel guilty and provide them with financial support. Elizabeth and Andrei currently live in Tampa, Florida. Elizabeth and Andrei haven't moved to Moldova. Elizabeth and Andrei's recent social media posts don't suggest that they followed through with their plan to move to Moldova. They seem to be living in Tampa, Florida, where they have their own home and a stable life. In April 2025, Andrei and Elizabeth posted a selfie from Tampa, wearing the meme sunglasses, indicating they were still in the United States. It'll be interesting to see if they will ever move to Moldova. Ultimately, what matters most is that the 90 Day Fiancé couple feels comfortable wherever they choose to raise their children. Stunning 90 Day Fiancé. The Last Resort update reveals whether the spin-off returns for Season 3. A brand new update about 90 Day. The Last Resort confirms whether there will be a new season for the recently concluded spin-off. 90 Day. The Last Resort premiered in August 2023. It was going to be the final attempt for some troubled 90-day fiancé couples to reconcile and save their failing marriages. Among the Season 1 couples, only Yara Zaya and Jovi Dufresne managed to stay together. In Season 2, it was Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs' turn. However, it was the on- and off-screen drama of The Last Resort Season 2 cast that made the show enjoyable. 90 Day. The Last Resort Season 2 was well received by viewers for its bombshell confessions, shocking splits, and never-ending drama, and it seems the show is coming back with more of it soon. Shaboodi has shared a post captioned, "Looks like #90day The Last Resort is coming back for a Season 3. The blogger revealed that the show is looking for new therapists and mental health counselors. He went on to share a document containing therapists' and coaches' application questions. The questionnaire quizzes potential therapists for 90 Day, The Last Resort about their education and work qualifications, social media, past television appearances, etc., while asking them to share an introduction video and reveal details of being involved in anything that would reflect negatively on them or the show if they participate in it. What 90 Day, The Last Resort being confirmed for Season 3 means. How experts help 90-day fiancé couples fight for their relationships. Since its debut, 90 Day Fiancé has introduced over 50 couples, but not every relationship has had a happy ending. There are always couples on the brink of breaking up who hope to give their marriage one last chance before divorcing. That's where the professionals step in, helping couples address and work through their issues on the show. Their guidance often makes or breaks the relationships. For example, sex therapist Reba Corinne Thomas recommended that Jasmine enter an open marriage with Gino and Matt, drawing from her own experience practicing ethical non-monogamy. While 90 Day, The Last Resort was still airing, fans were already speculating about couples who could be the perfect cast for Season 3. Shakina Garner and Sarper Guven, who married on 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, and Darcy Silva and Georgi Rusev, who appeared in Stacey Silva and Florian Sukaj's storyline, are among the frontrunners. Other potential picks include Elizabeth and Andrei Castravet, Devin Hoofman and Nick Ham, and Joanne Digasu and Sean Heffernan are couples who might benefit from some therapy to work through their marital issues. Our take on what to expect from 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 3. When will 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 3 premiere? Since 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2 has already set the bar very high, fans expect plenty of drama in Season 3. The couples will need to bring the most intense marital issues, creating shocking storylines that will leave viewers stunned. Filming appears not to have started yet, as therapists are still being auditioned, suggesting the couples may not be finalized either. Regarding the release date, it could be more than a year before the beloved show returns. 90 Day Fiancé's Liz Woods revealed she has stomach cancer. How is she doing now? Liz Woods from 90 Day Fiancé has shared a heartbreaking update about her cancer diagnosis with fans after her 90 Day Diaries Season 6 episode amid revealing her current relationship status. Liz is a single mom from San Diego who was introduced as Big Ed Brown's girlfriend in 90 Day, The Single Life Season 1. Liz met Big Ed through her job working at a restaurant. Liz was not compatible with the 59-year-old Arkansas man because of their 28-year age gap. However, Liz still dated Big Ed. Their first split took place before the tell-all. Liz and Big Ed got back together, but it wouldn't be their first or last breakup. The couple went through multiple splits and reconciliations, often caused by Ed's insecurities, trust issues, and poor communication. Many fans criticized Ed's behavior as controlling or manipulative, while Liz was seen as someone trying to hold the relationship together despite ongoing emotional strain. After their 15th breakup, Ed officially called off their wedding during Happily Ever After. Season 8. Soon after, Liz moved on and found love with Jason Zuniga. Liz hinted at health scare on social media in December 2024. Liz's rapid weight loss led to rumors about illness. In December 2024, rumors began circulating that Liz might have cancer after she referenced chemotherapy in an Instagram post. Speculation intensified when she attended a cancer benefit dinner and shared a photo